What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It is Nico Moreno here, and welcome. I'm super excited for day number 3 of our 5-day 20K challenge. All right. So if you are here live, comment down below with the hashtag live. All right. Let me know down below hashtag live that you are watching here live, and I will see your name in the comments. All right. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment hashtag replay, all right? So whether you're watching live or replay, comment hashtag live or hashtag replay. All right, we got Dwayne. What's going on, Dwayne? Dwayne says, let's go. Yeah, let's go indeed. All right, we have hopped on just a couple minutes early. Just want to greet everyone, make sure that we've got everything hooked up properly and that we're all set to go right on the dot. And Dwayne is here, hashtag live. Awesome, love seeing you, Dwayne. Now, let's go ahead and let me know, by the way, everyone, if you can see my screen. It sounds like you can hear me because you're responding to what I'm saying. So just let me know you can see my screen. You should see a red slide deck with some yellow, like a yellow block on there, okay? So just let me know, and we will wait a little bit longer for people to hop on. Let us know where you're watching from, by the way, okay? So let's see here. We've got people should be joining shortly. All right, we got Danielle. What's going on, Danielle? It's great to see you here again. Thanks for showing up. And yeah, we've got someone saying, let's begin. Awesome, cool, you can see my screen. Let me know where you're watching from, by the way, okay? So we're gonna give people a few more minutes. Just sent out a reminder text message to everyone. And so I'm sure we'll have a ton more people hopping on in just the next 60 seconds or so. All right, good, you can see my screen, awesome. And yeah, let's just kind of dive right in. So for those of you who are watching live, and maybe this is your first one, maybe you haven't attended the other 2 challenges or other 2 days of the challenge, let's quickly go over what is the 20K challenge. All right, well, the 20K challenge is my 5-day training where I'm going to be teaching you everything that you need to know about how you can successfully launch a high ticket offer and use Facebook and automation to add an extra 5 to 6 figures per month. Not per year, per month, in any niche with no ads, all right? So who thinks this is exciting? Let me know down below. Be loud in the comments. Let me know you're excited. And this challenge, each day we're going live throughout the week on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time or 12 p.m. Eastern time. All right, so let me know. All right, cool. We got Dwayne going. Dwayne is from Israel, by the way, and Danielle is watching from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. That is awesome. Way to go. All right, anybody else, let me know where you're watching from. We'll give people, again, we've still got like 2 more minutes technically since we are scheduled to go live. So I just hopped on here early as usual. I want to welcome everyone who's on here. Well, early bird gets the worm, as they say. So let's actually do this exercise, okay? While we're waiting for some more people to hop on. Yeah, you've already told me where you're watching from. So let me know also, like, what's the number 1 takeaway that you learned from yesterday's training, okay? It's really good to practice, like, recalling things, right? It's good for your memory, and this is going to ingrain things in your mind so that it just becomes natural for you, okay? So share down below, what was the number 1 takeaway or number 1 actionable piece of information that you got out of yesterday, whether you attended the VIP sessions or whether you attended the live sessions or both, all right? So let me know. I know we've got some more people hopping on right now. I can see the live viewer count increasing, all right? So let me know where you're watching from. Cool, we got Costas. Costas says pricing is based on transformation. Yes, absolutely indeed. That's how we do it. All right, let me know, again, any more of your mind blows or your light bulb moments. Let me know down below in the comments and we'll read those off, all right? I know actually a lot of you guys have been posting, and so I've been watching all your posts inside the Facebook group. It's really great for me to see, and for everybody else to see, like, participating and posting and being active inside the Facebook group. That really lifts the energy of the whole group and of the challenge, all right? Costas is from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Awesome. Love that. I've got a friend who lives in Edmonton as well. Alrighty, so let's just hop right in. Let's dive right in, okay? So what we're gonna be doing is we're going to, again, we'll get into kind of what the core content of today's training is about, but overall, this training is the foundation of a strategy that has enabled advanced business owners and newbies alike to use Facebook's secret tools to add an extra 5 to 6 figures per month without ads, without a large Facebook group or audience, and without leaving their pot of gold untapped. Now, remember everybody, tomorrow we'll be talking about our implementation and done for you program, which you will love. It's going to shave years off of your time to success. And we'll also be announcing the scholarship winner tomorrow as well. So make sure to tune in tomorrow for both of those amazing things. All right. Next, this training works in a rocky economy. All right. This training is recession proof. Everything that I've been doing works no matter what's going on in the world. And this model works in the middle of a global pandemic. And in fact, my business actually grew quite a bit exponentially during the pandemic. Okay. So the secret key to earning consistent $20,000 cash months with just your Facebook profile so that you can travel anywhere and set your family up for life is my PCA freedom formula. Okay. And what PCA stands for is profitable offer, social conversion formula, and automate for freedom. Now, this is the repeatable system that will enable you to turn your profile into your own pot of gold every single month on repeat. All right, can I get a hashtag PCA down below? Whether you're just joining live or whether you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag PCA down below. All right, the more active you are in the comments, the more everyone gets out of this experience and the more likely you are to win the scholarship. Okay, so be sure to just comment down below, hashtag PCA. All right, so quick overview. Yesterday, we covered profitable offer. All right, we covered my 3 pillars method, or we went briefly over my 3 pillars method. 3 pillars is something that's a bit more in depth. There's more that I can say on that topic than just what we covered yesterday, but we briefly went over how you can create your profitable offer and start forming the skeleton of your profitable offer. All right. And when you use this method in full, this is how you get high quality buyers flooding your inbox, telling you that I'm already in, right? They're sold before they even get on the call with you. So that was the profitable offer from yesterday. Again, if you didn't attend live, the replay will be available for you. All right, today what we're going to be covering is the social conversion formula. So this is how you can get an influx of high quality targeted leads and convert them into clients with a no stress enrollment process. How awesome does that sound? All right, who wants that? So after today, by the end of today's training, what you're going to have is you will have a simple, sequential, repeatable, step-by-step client getting process. Just rinse and repeat. How great is that? So what this is going to do for you, like what does this really mean for you? Well, without my social conversion formula, your business can kind of feel like this, right? You're just sitting here, you're waiting for people to, you're open for business, you're waiting for people to come seek you out and like ask for your advice, but it's just silent and there's crickets, right? Now, when you do have a step-by-step conversion formula, this is what it feels like, all right? This is Aaron Johnson, this is one of my clients, and he says right here, Nico, switching to Facebook being my content and just Instagram on the side has been so much for me. I think he means it's been so much better for me. He says leads are coming to me automatically on Facebook now. So imagine what that would be like for leads to just come to you automatically. Aaron used to be focused specifically on Instagram, and he was kind of like having a hard time getting traction on Instagram. So once he switched over to this Facebook client getting system, he says leads are coming to me automatically now. Boom. What a great feeling. Now, this is another one of my clients, all right? This is David, and he was able to generate $52,000, almost $52,000 with no paid ads, with one offer and one, all right? So I just want to show you, for those of you who are just tuning in the first time, like it has not always been this way for me, all right? So you might see me up here, holding this challenge and, seeing me as someone who's accomplished a lot, but just a few years ago, it was not that way. All right, and I want to share this with you because I want you to know that you can start from wherever you're at. Really, that's the only place that anyone can start, wherever you're at. All right. So just a few years ago, I had this job that I really hated. I was literally unpacking boxes in the back of Nordstrom at 5 a.m. before the store was even open. It was truly horrible, and I had to wake up at about 3:45 in the morning to eat breakfast, shower, make my way over to the store. To like at the crack of dawn, before the crack of dawn. All right, so it was not the ideal situation, but what I was doing was I was attending masterminds, I was attending conferences, attending events, building up my network and surrounding myself with people, mentors, fellow entrepreneurs who supported me. And what I eventually did was I started to figure out how to make a little bit of money online. Okay, so it still was not an ideal situation for me. All right, I was gaining some traction. I figured out how to start selling services online through Facebook, and I was charging about $500 per client. Now, that was still not enough to live a glamorous life. So here's me living at my mom's house, which was quite a blow to my self-esteem after having gone to college and all that. This is me living at my mom's house, working out of the garage. You can see my computer there on the desk inside the garage, and the dog dish over off to the left. So eventually I just realized that this was not working. What I was doing was not working. I was not making the money that I wanted to make, and I could not figure out how to do it. I just couldn't figure out, could not crack the code. So what I did is I made the decision that I was gonna figure this out. I was gonna make this work. I found someone who was teaching this online sales process, teaching me how to sell high ticket packages, how to enroll high ticket clients, how to structure my offer in a different way. And in just 3 weeks, I made that decision, and followed by commitment and followed by action. I made that decision, and I got the help that I needed, and I was able to enroll a paid in full $10,000 client in just 3 weeks. All right, boom, that was the game changer for me. That was where everything changed. All right, so after a few months of doing this, I was finally able to create a life of adventure, freedom, and fun. All right, literally, this is a trip that I had been wanting to take for ever since I was a kid. Really, since I was a child, wanted to travel to Japan. I was able to do that and just pay for it myself through the skills and through the methods that I'm teaching you today and all throughout the challenge. All right, and what started out as a tiny, simple little skill that I learned grew into a massive online movement, and you are a part of this movement, all right? So because you are here right now, what I'm going to do for you is instead of this taking 10 years, instead of it even taking 1 year, I'm just gonna teach you exactly what I did, exactly what worked for me, honest with no fluff, all right? So that you can just shorten your timeline to success and start getting results like this week or this month, all right? So that is what I'm gonna be doing for you on this training and all throughout the rest of the week. So I want you to say again, like, why now? Why is this so important to you, right? Like, why must you get clients right now? Right? Comment down below. Let me know. Active participation here. Why is it so crucial for you to start getting clients, start bringing people into your business and your offer, right? Well, for me, what I know is that clients are really the lifeblood of your business. Without clients, you don't have a business, right? You just have an idea. So the truth is, you don't need to master marketing, or you don't need to be the world's most charismatic individual in order to start enrolling clients. I'm actually an introvert. I don't know if you can tell or not. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm like the biggest introvert in the whole entire world. Very much so. So you don't need to be an extrovert, and you don't need to be a super charismatic person. You just need to follow this simple process, and you can just follow it on rinse and repeat, all right? And remember, I'm programming your guys' mind for abundance. There are more customers that exist on this planet than you can ever hope to serve in this lifetime. There is more than enough for you. Each and every one of you who is watching, whether it's live or the replay, there's more than enough people out there for you to serve for a lifetime, and you're not even gonna make a dent in it, all right? So give me a hashtag abundance down below. Now, why are we talking about Facebook specifically? Well, Facebook is the easiest and fastest place for you to tap into that abundance, to tap into all these people, because the number of monthly active Facebook users is continuing to grow year after year worldwide. So I want you to play this imagination game with me for just a minute, all right? Play along with me. Imagine you have people you've never met showing up to a call saying that they love all your stuff, and they already want to work with you. All right, just imagine that feeling. How good would that feel? All right. Imagine no longer freezing up when you're messaging potential clients to book a call. All right. Just imagine calm, cool, and collected, knowing exactly what to say. Now imagine being able to confidently lead your prospect to a call without being pushy, because they actually want to talk to you about your offer and how you can help them. Can you imagine that it would actually feel good to start leading someone to a call and booking a call with them? And imagine waking up to 4 new calls booked without even lifting a finger. Like, how amazing would that feel? And what kind of an impact would that have on your business, right? Imagine compressing time so that instead of building your business for 1 year before ever seeing a profit or never seeing a profit, imagine that you profit the first month. How awesome would that be? And imagine waking up to an inbox filled with messages from new clients eager to pay your asking price. Well, that is all that we're going to be doing. We are going to be helping you achieve that with my social conversion formula right here today. All right, so get excited, because once you have this in your hands, you can stop worrying about staring at the screen and freezing up when someone has an objection. Okay, you can stop getting worried, and stop having that fear of being ghosted by prospects who tell you they're 100% in and then just go completely cold. You can stop spending days or even weeks living in your messenger inbox and still waking up to the same bank balance and no sales. And you can finally stop being constantly left on red because nobody is even responding to your messages. You'll stop spending tons of time perfecting your 100 modules, hiring graphic designers on Upwork and Fiverr before you feel like you can even start signing up clients. We all know that's backwards. That's not the way that you do it. All right. And no longer will you be stuck wondering how others are making $20,000 per month, $30,000 per month, even $50,000 per month. All right. No longer. And for those of you who have ever talked yourself out of having a 5K or 10K offer, which is literally, that's talking yourself out of a 10K to 50K month. All right. Raise your hand if you ever talked yourself out of charging high prices. All right. Let me know down below. I know that I'm not the only one. And I know that there's people out there just like you as well who have talked yourself down, right? Stop doing that. And you're gonna finally will be able to avoid paying thousands to create the perfect webinar and all these systems with literally nothing to show for it. Okay. Or if you're feeling frustrated and realizing like you could have launched months ago, and you're still missing out on all the income that you could have had if only it was finished. All right. Or you feel like you need to be a natural born extrovert. I just said this before, but you feel like you need to be a natural born extrovert to succeed at this. That's a false belief, and that's wrong. That's wrong. Okay. I'm an introvert. And if you're someone who feels like nobody wants your offer, the truth is you actually just need a process that works to generate excitement and sales. All right. It has nothing to do with that. You just need a process. So ultimately, what I'm trying to say here, it is not your fault. All right. It's not your fault, because it's not like they teach you how to do any of this in school. Am I right? So don't worry, you're in good hands, and you should be very, very excited about being here today, because there are billions of active monthly users waiting to get into your world and into your community on Facebook. And they actually need your help to change their lives. All right, Facebook is the place to be. And all of these people out there who are like literally just waiting and searching for a solution, these are people who paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for a college degree that didn't end up giving them the life and freedom that they want. All right, so you're going to step in, you're going to be the superhero in their life, and you're going to step in and give them that solution that they're still out there searching for. Okay, and the truth is, yeah, they are now searching online for solutions, the help that they need that college didn't give them, quite frankly. And what I want to do is I want to show you, like, imagine, let's say you're in the health niche, or you're in the health and fitness niche, right? You need to realize for yourself, the true cost of medical bills far surpass your premium health-focused core offer, right? So don't talk yourself down from charging those premium prices, because just the cost of medical bills alone will far surpass that, all right? And the true cost of a life where people sacrifice their dreams just for bills, that is far more costly than your financial freedom premium core offer, all right? And the true cost of divorce as well is much higher than your love conscious connection premium core offer. Really, it is. I want you to start thinking in this different sort of way, where the cost of doing something else other than your premium offer is actually so much more than just the price of your premium offer. Okay? You're doing people a great service. And in today's training, I'm going to be giving you the step-by-step process for getting the client enrollment formula right, so that you don't have to worry about all that other stuff that we just covered. Okay? Does that sound good? So who is ready to dive deep into the exact process that we use to bring in new high-paying clients every week? Okay, comment down below, let me know. One thing that I want to remind everybody of is results don't take time, they take courage, okay? So this is like basically the number one objection that you'll ever hear and that I ever hear, and I just know it's completely wrong. It's absolute BS. Whenever someone tells me they need more time, they need to wait, I actually know that that's false. It's not true, because they've been stuck for however long, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. That amount of time has not resulted in any change for them. So Why would 1 more month? Why would 2 more months? Why would 5 more months? Why would 1 more year? It's not time. It's actually just making a decision. And a decision can be made in about 5 seconds. Okay? So time, it's a complete fallacy. You don't need any more time. Neither do your prospects who are telling you that they need more time. It's just completely false. You just need courage and you need to make a decision. So that's what happened for me, right? Within 1 month, I decided to offer a 10K program and I made my first sale. Right? And within 2 years, I made my first million. Just going through the process that I'm going to be teaching you right here. So I'm here to tell you, you absolutely can close your first high-paying client this month, even if you're starting from complete scratch. And Marcus did just that. Okay, Marcus did that. He had no offer even created. He didn't really even have a direction. He had a general idea, didn't know how to turn this into an offer when he signed up to work with me for a longer period of time, full year. And boom, he made $24,500 in his first month. So you can do it. All right. Again, here's another example. You can make more in 1 month on Facebook alone than you used to make in 1 year at a 9-to-5 job. This is Jimmy. Jimmy is, again, one of my amazing clients. And he said, with Nico helping us with our offer, we collected over 50K. Yes, collected. So that is bank money. That is not revenue. In less than 3 weeks. And all of it was organic, not $1 in ad spend. And I'm also here to tell you that you can literally just be your true authentic self. You don't need to be someone, you don't need to be putting on a show, is what I'm trying to say. You don't need to change who you are. You can just be you and you can become a client magnet too. Okay? Like you just still be your amazing, awesome, beautiful self, and you can still become a client magnet. This is someone just sent me this this message saying like, cool, I'll just send you my card and we can charge it. Okay, so you can be a client magnet too, all right? You just have to follow my simple process, okay? Before we do that, I need to share this with you. Like the gurus were all wrong, okay? This is the absolute truth. And the reason that I know this is because I've tried all of those BS methods and they didn't contribute to my results in the way that I thought they were going to. So you don't have to master Facebook ads or YouTube ads. Right? You really do not. In fact, right now is actually the worst time to do that because of all the recent iOS updates. You also do not have to hire a huge staff, all right? And in fact, you can just have no staff to start. It can just be you. You can still be bringing in $20,000 months with just you, 0 staff, all right? You also don't need to pour 40 hours of work, 40 hours a week of work into this just to get 1 sale. No. You do not need to do that. All right, you also don't need to spend every waking moment tied to your phone or computer out of fear that you'll miss out on a new client. Okay, all you need is this basic social conversion formula. Okay, and we're gonna walk through this step by step. Now, I know there's lots of squares and arrows and stuff like that. So again, we are going to just break this down. We're gonna go piece by piece. And by the end of this training, you are going to understand this entire social conversion formula and be able to start putting it to work for you. All right, so everybody can do this. Literally everybody can do this. As long as you have a computer, you can do this, right? No complicated math, no tech skills, no background, no nada. You can do this, all right? So stop with the objections and let's get to it. All right, so first piece of your social conversion formula is your profile funnel, okay? So what do we do? What are we accomplishing with our Facebook profile funnel? Well, what we're doing is we're pushing people to our group link, all right? So I've tested literally everything. So you can trust me when I'm telling you, push people to your group link. Don't push people to a funnel, okay? It's not the way to do it. There are, people will convert much higher if you're sending people to a Facebook group link. So don't send them to a landing page. Don't send them to a webinar. Don't send them to a phone call. Don't send them to, I don't know what else, like whatever else there is. Don't send them to anything else other than a Facebook group. And you will be doing yourself a big favor if you just follow this one piece of advice, okay? Yeah, again, you don't need a funnel or a website or a lead magnet. Just seriously stop. If that's in progress, drop it right now. No more, okay? All you need is your free group, all right? And you can see right here, I know it's a little bit small, but you can head on over to my personal profile later if you want. But basically what I do is I have my link in 2 places. Right here, I have this, like in my intro or in my little bio, I have the link to join my Facebook group. And then I also have a link that is inside of my profile image that directs people to my group. All right, that's it. Simple. All right, next thing is you want to create your free group. That is the next step, right? We've got to have people, we've got to create a group so that we can send our leads and our potential future clients to our own community that we have created, all right? So this is a free group that we create. Again, Facebook groups are something that anybody can create, and it does not take very long to create. But what you do want to do is you want to put some thought into your group name and also the topic, okay? So basically what you want to do is, this is how I name my groups. You can definitely just copy my formula, okay? So what you should do is you want to, and this is where we kind of refer to the homework that we did yesterday, okay? So desired outcome or butterfly state with your name is the formula that you are going to use to name your group. Why do we do this? It's because we are going to be attracting the right types of people who want our butterfly outcome, right? Remember we put that together yesterday? We talked about people who are in the caterpillar state and they want that butterfly state, all right? So we need to play to that and appeal to that with our group name. This is gonna attract the right type of people who we can actually help with our transformation. Okay, so this is one of my groups right here. You can see it's called 7-Figure CEOs, Build Legacy, Impact, and Wealth with Nico Moreno. This is exactly what people want. They want to become a 7-figure CEO. You know, the people who join this group, they typically want to build $1 million business online, and they want to do it with me, right? So this is how you attach your name and you build authority in your space relatively quickly, okay? So that is part 2, naming our free group, creating our free community, all right? This is where we're gonna start changing people's lives. And not everyone in here is gonna become our client, and that's okay, all right? We still wanna create an impact and help people. Not everybody has to become our client, but a lot of people will, all right? So the next thing that we need from our social conversion formula is we need a buyer trigger. This is why almost everybody who has a Facebook group, let me know in the comments if you have a Facebook group and you haven't made money from it. This is one of the reasons why, right? It's because you don't have buyer triggers anywhere in your Facebook group. So this is just one example of a buyer trigger that I have implanted into my Facebook group, right? So when people join this group right here, I say, hey, like, what are your goals? Tell me about your goals. The earlier questions ask like what their goals are. And I say, step 3, you know, would you like me, Nico, to reach out to discuss how we may be able to help with that? Right? So I give people the opportunity, if they are hot and ready right away, I let them raise their hand and say like, yeah, Nico, I do want you to reach out and help me get to my goal, right? So it sounds very basic, but probably like more than half, at least 60% of people will say yes. And boom, they literally are waiting for you to message them and to start a conversation, okay? So next thing in our client acquisition journey is using our chat closing script. So this is something that we'll talk more about this tomorrow in our Done For You program. Something that's going to save you a lot of time and make it super, super easy for you. But something that I do is I have a chat closing made simple script, essentially. So what I do is basically I just develop my own script that's slightly attuned to my specific offer, my specific client, like what their needs and desires are. And it just follows a psychological framework, okay? Sales is a very psychological process. People need to go through a certain process before they buy a product or before they get on the phone to buy a product. And most people have zero process. They're just shooting in the dark. They're just guessing. No idea what to say. And it can kind of feel like you're just an awkward teenager, like texting a girl, asking her out for a date. You're just like nervous. You have no clue what to say. How are they going to respond? What are they going to think? Are they just going to ghost? You don't know, right? So that's why we use this very specific chat closing process, right? So that you know exactly what to say from start to finish. It's not awkward. It's not rude. It's not pushy. It just takes people through the psychological buying process so that they're either ready to make a purchase at the end. If your product is less than about $1,000, you can sell it with no phone call. Or if your product is above $1,000, you can, the next phase would be just booking them for a phone call, right? So that's the next step, right? See how easy that is? People are telling you like, yeah, I want you to message me, like, please message me right now. And then you just follow the chat closing process, okay? And this is a process that I've refined like over the years. I've, you know, at this point done over 2 million organically, and this just works. All right. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to start from the ground up. Like you can just follow this simple chat closing process. Again, it's a psychological process, right? This is just, it's proven to work. It's proven to convert. And yeah, we take out all the guesswork. Okay. So then what you want to do is actually, this is a step that kind of, it falls actually in line with the chat closing script. So this is actually sort of part of the chat closing script, but this is where you need to actually decide when you're chatting with this person, you decide like, are they actually a good fit for your offer based on your conversation, right? Because not everyone who enters your group is going to be a good fit to work with you, right? And in fact, you actually don't want that. You don't want clients who are not going to be a good fit for whatever reason, whether they have a problem that isn't really in line with what you can solve. Maybe they don't have the right attitude or the right mentality that jives with you or your mentality, your attitude. There's a number of different reasons why you actually don't want to enroll everybody. You really don't. Okay. So the next phase is, this is kind of where you're in a position of power right here. You really are. You're empowering yourself, not coming off as desperate, not feeling like you'll take any client that you can get, any dollar that you can get, like you want it. No. This is where you actually use our qualification or disqualification process, and you decide, hey, are these people a good fit for you based on your chat? If they're not qualified, that's fine. You just send them, you welcome them to the free Facebook group, and you say, hey, there's going to be a lot of cool content in here in the coming weeks. Like, just enjoy it. And hey, they may very well likely convert later on, or they may change their attitude later on once they get warmed up to you, right? Whatever it is, people who are in your free group who are not raising their hand on day one, they will still raise their hand to work with you later on down the road. Okay. Then, for those people who are qualified and you determine that they are a good fit to work with you, then the next step is you book an enrollment call with them. Okay. Again, we're talking about high ticket offers in this training. Okay. So for a high ticket offer, you do need to book an enrollment call most of the time. All right. There will be edge cases to everything, but most of the time you'll just be booking an enrollment call. People will be more comfortable understanding what all is entailed with your offer. And yeah, usually just people want to have a chat before they sign up for something that is higher ticket. We're talking like $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, especially those types of things. You want to use an enrollment call. Okay. Now, this again, when you're going through the qualification and disqualification process, these are some of the questions that you're going to be asking them. You're going to be doing some digging. All right. You're going to be figuring this out. And this is going to help you decide for them whether or not they're qualified or disqualified. Again, this is putting you in power, right? You don't want to come off as desperate because you're not desperate, right? You get to choose from this point on, you choose who you work with. So a couple of the things that you're going to be determining from your conversation is, hey, is this actually a priority for them? Do they want you, or do they want this now? Like, is this something that they're actively searching for, or do they not really care? Are they not in enough of a painful state to prioritize this right now? Are they able and willing to invest? All right. Again, you can't help someone if they're not able or willing to invest. You just can't. What have they tried in the past? All right. So you want to understand, like, maybe they've tried certain things in the past that haven't worked out for them, and you want to understand what their situation, where they've been and what their situation is. Where are they currently at? All right. So, like, where are they at in terms of their goal? Maybe they've actually made a little bit of progress. Maybe they've been trying to make progress for 6 months or a year, or maybe they're just brand new. All right. This is important. These are all important things that factor into your decision whether or not you want to work with them. And then finally, understanding what their goal is. All right. So you need to understand before you make them an offer, or before you even book an enrollment call, you need to understand what their goal is so that you can see if it's in line with something that you can even help them, right? If you can't help them, like, it just doesn't even make sense. Okay. So by this point, though, once they've gone through all of the steps that we've talked about so far, at this point, they're super warm. They already know you, they already like you, and this is not like cold traffic and ads. Okay. Warm traffic and organic traffic is very, very different from cold traffic. I can tell you because I've done both. Uh, Warm traffic, like people, I don't know, people really just are a lot nicer. We'll just say it that way. And then cool. So after you book an enrollment call, you have this chat with them. Again, there's a psychological process that you go through while on the call to make sure that you're covering all the buying, all the buying triggers, all the points, and you're making sure that you're clear on what really they're looking for, and you also have the time to explain your offer like thoroughly to them. Okay. So then this is where the magic happens, all right? Again, unless you're doing a lower ticket item like $1,000 or less, this is where the magic happens on the call. So boom, once you go through that process, your prospect is excited. They're like, yeah, let's do it. I want in, let's go. Then boom, you just enrolled your first or next client, all right? So this is how easy it is. These are the steps, okay? And the reality is, what I want you to remember, I really want you to remember this. Most Facebook group members, they're like actively searching for a solution. All right. Most of them want long-term help from you. And most of them see you as an expert already in your field. Okay. It is because of the psychological process and how we have constructed our group that this is all the case. Right. Again, people don't join Facebook groups just because, just for nothing, right? They're looking for a solution, especially when you name your group in the right way that is appealing to that desire. You're appealing to the human emotion of desire, all right? This is something that they want, all right? So again, this is my ultimate social conversion formula. So again, we talked about the profile funnel. We talked about the importance of where do we send people on our profile? With our profile funnel, we don't send them anywhere else other than our free group, all right? Next step with our free group, again, we talked about how to name our free group properly so that we're attracting the right types of people, and how to enable buyer triggers, or how to add in and sprinkle in buyer triggers inside our free group so that we're not just one of those group owners who has a big group but never made any money from it or never will, but they don't know why, right? This is why. It's because you need buyer triggers. Then what you got to do is, once people raise their hand and they're ready or they're interested, they want to know more, then you just close them in the chat for either your offer. If it's less than $1,000, you can just close them right in the chat, or you follow the script, do some digging, do some qualification, and potentially book them for an enrollment call. Again, the disqualification and qualification process, that is up to you. That is something that you need to determine if this person is really going to be a good fit for you, right? Are they able to invest? Are they willing to invest? Are they, do they have the right mentality? Do they have the right attitude? Are their expectations realistic, right? So a lot of you guys know I just created a crypto Facebook group, and whenever I see people that are saying they want to make like $1 million within 2 nights, I'm just like, I'm just like gonna delete you from the group, like get out, and you'd be surprised. So. So you decide, if they're qualified or disqualified, all right? That is up to you, and that puts you in a place of power instead of always scrounging for clients and always feeling desperate and just taking any dollar that you could possibly get. No more, all right? Then from there, what we do is we book an enrollment call, all right? We book an enrollment call, and this is where the magic happens when we're selling a high-ticket program, right? Most of the time, this is where that happens, right? And we take them through a psychological sales process. We share all the details about our offer, and we see if it's something that they want to do, right? We see if it's something that they want to do. And then if it is, boom, you just got a new client. You got your next client or your first client using my ultimate social conversion formula, which works perfectly, especially on organic, all right? Especially with organic traffic. And this is the most beginner-friendly system that you will ever see to make money online. Like it's the simplest way. It's the simplest way. You can start doing this in a week or even less. All right. Now I want to introduce you again. You don't have to be the world's top expert at literally anything. So this is Allie. This is someone who I helped implement this into her business, and she made $8,000 her first month with a $2,000 program, a $2,000 offer, okay? So Allie had a lot on her plate already, okay? You don't have to be doing this full time. She was a busy single mom. She was brand new at Facebook, and she had about 150 people in her group at that time, right? It's not a very big group, right? And $2,000 program, that's very, a lot of people have, more expensive programs than that. So this is even like on the lower end. And she was able to follow my social conversion process and enroll 4 people in her program and make $8,000 her first month. All right, that's pretty life changing for someone who's a busy single mom, brand new at this, and just doing this kind of part time, right? Now, here's another example, and this one I'm just realizing we talked about this like 10 minutes ago. But anyways, Jimmy is a great example. So I'm going to give you the details on how he did this. What Jimmy did was he actually had a Facebook group already. Okay, when we started working together, he had a group, but he didn't have a high ticket offer. All right, he didn't have a high ticket offer, and he had no strategy with what to do with his group. He just had it sitting there. Okay, and what he did was he launched his first 5K offer. Okay, so I helped him realize that he was trying to make sales of this $997 course, and he had gotten maybe one sale, I believe, in 6 months. He couldn't figure out how to sell this thing. He was doing webinars, right? So he got one sale ever. I was like, dude, you have an amazing program. You need to charge more for this, and you need to do it in my specific way. You need to charge 5K for this. So what he did is he launched his 5K offer. He made over 10 sales. And the reason why I'm saying over is because some of these were like payment plans, right? And so, but he actually collected $50,000 cash in 3 weeks, all right? Just using this simple client acquisition process. Now, what I need everybody here to know is this is a two-way street, okay? So you see these amazing results right here? See these amazing results? This is a two-way street, okay? So in order to get these amazing results, you are responsible for showing up, right? You're responsible for going all in with this process. You're responsible for being patient but stern, all right? You get out of this what you put in. But in fact, I will even say you get out way more than you put in. You get out so much more than you put in, but you do have to put in the work and the focus and the attention, all right? When you follow this, your life will absolutely change. Seriously, you will never go hungry again. It's an incredible feeling. Like it literally is so empowering, and it is so life-changing. Not that anyone here is necessarily going hungry, but it's a really great feeling to know that anytime that if you're in a situation like where you need more money, or you want whatever, you want to go like take an awesome trip, right? You know how to do it. You know how to generate sales, right? So when you have my repeatable social conversion formula to bring in new leads and sales each week, your life will be forever changed, okay? So what you can do finally is you can forget about building a large group over a long period of time and waiting forever before you even start. Nope. You can do it fast, and you can do it now. Here's Tanner Chittister. A lot of you guys know him. You really can't be on Facebook anymore without seeing his ads. And he says, I made $12,000 my first week, straight from what Nico teaches. 18 months later, I'm at multi-7 figures and $6 million in sales. Nico, thank you. You're amazing, man. And I'll bet you anything that this will not play again. So let's see. Yeah, it's still not going to play. So I'll post this in the group eventually. But yeah, Tanner was able to go from 0 to 7 figures in 1 year. And he shares his experience there and how pivotal I was in helping him make that transformation. So you can finally forget about needing a large email list, influence, or followers. You don't need any of that. Really, that's the truth. David started actually on the side while he was still a construction worker. So David started out doing this literally as a side hustle so that he could escape his day job, which he hated. And right here, he says, yes, milestone for me. We almost hit $1,000 in sales for a program that was sold through affiliates. So he made $928 in that one day right there. And you can see he just kept doing it over and over. And eventually he made almost $52,000 in 1 month with no paid ads, right? That's life-changing. A lot of people don't even make that in a year, okay? So you can also forget about being an experienced marketer to have your group members know, like, and trust you, right? You can just start from where you're at, okay? Ashley was starting out with her brand new coaching offer. Again, remember, she was doing like funnel design coaching. So coaching people how to create and design a beautiful funnel. She made $21,000 her first month with a brand new coaching offer. Brand new. She didn't have it worked out on the first day together, okay? So you can do this too. Seriously, stop letting your old programming tell you anything otherwise, right? If you're, seriously, if you're hearing any of these limiting beliefs coming up right now, tell your brain to like shut up right now, or to stab it with a Q-tip, all right? You can do this too. These people are no different from you, and I'm no different from you. We just have a process in place, and I figured it out, and I want to give it to you as well. All right. So this works for people with knowledge or skills in other areas, but no online experience yet. So that was what Marcus's situation. He had this background in music, and he knew how to help musicians with branding, right? But he had no online experience. Really, when he came to me and we started together, he didn't know anything about funnels, just was using Facebook Organic, which is cool because you actually don't need funnels for that, right? Started using Facebook Organic. You can see he got a payment of $9,450. And right here, he says, definitely going to do 800,000 to 1 mil this year. I just had my first $70,000 month in January. This was a couple months ago. All right, so this works for people with no online experience. This is the simplest path. All right, and then we got Christian here who says, and this really works again and again for undercharging coaches who now can charge their worth. This is Christian, who was a health coach, and he says, good morning, I'm having a nice $7,400 cash collected morning. How about yourself? So that's pretty darn cool, right? If anyone here is undercharging, feels like they should be charging more, you can do this too, all right? And yeah, rest assured, during these times, people are still investing in themselves, okay? This is like one of my friends, so this is not me, but this is one of my friends who said by noon the next day, our class was oversold at 22 people with a 20-person wait list that is still growing. We made $33,000 in 19 hours, all right? Genius, this was so fun. $33,000 in 19 hours, crazy, right? But it's actually not crazy because it's simple. And 3 clients in one day and 16K cash collected. That's what happened to Valerie, who was a health and fitness coach. And she got my help to work together long term. Jed is another example. He did a marketing agency. So he was running Facebook ads for other businesses and generated $36,000 in sales in 2 months for his marketing agency. He's like, wonder where I'm going to be in the next couple months, right? Another guy, Jesse, is one of my clients here, and he was a hypnotherapist and therapist, and he also started coaching other hypnotherapists and therapists. Generated 4K cash with his new, therapist coaching offer using this process, right? So you can do this in a weird or strange or unusual niche too. And another one of my clients generated $101,450.01. I love that 1 cent. In 1 year with 0 ads. So this was all organic, okay? So this process can work for you too when you use the ultimate social conversion formula, okay? So I want to reiterate. Let's go over a little bit what we talked about yesterday, okay? So remind yourself, like, where is your gap, all right? What is the transformation that you provide, all right? That is what your offer is, all right? Because people are currently in this point A caterpillar state, and it is your job and it is your duty to get them to that point B butterfly state. Okay, remember? That's what we're all here to do. And I want you to ask yourself, like, what's the true cost of you playing small? Like, why, like, are you gonna, like, and this is kind of like a painful question to ask, but like in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now, in 20 years from now, like, what is your life gonna be like if you don't go all in with this? All right, like, what is the true cost? Both emotional and like financially, right? You're losing out on so much money by not getting started with this process, by not doing this, all right? You're losing out on all this potential money by not getting started on this. And emotionally as well, knowing that you never even tried, knowing that you went all in, versus you could finally achieve the results that you've been wanting, the business success that you've been wanting, the freedom, the family time, the ability to travel. You could finally have it all, okay? But you do need to go all in, right? And what I want to remind everyone is people are willing to pay for information packaged differently, all right? People pay for their problems to be solved, right? People know that they need a guide, they need a coach, they need a mentor, they need a specialist to help them get where they want to go. People are desperately seeking someone to show them the way, and you, yes, you can be that someone, okay? And the cool part is people start coming to you with this social conversion formula, all right? The profile funnel set up in the right way, people start coming to you, all right? And that is the magic of this process, okay? So do you see how this is the only formula that you need to succeed, and it's something that you can start right now, all right? So would you like me to show you how to continue to master the rest of this process in the next couple days? Would you? Well, before we dive into that, again, we are doing our commitment statements, okay? So everyone who is watching, whether you're here live or on the replay, you know this is what we do, all right? We're gonna write our commitment statement down in the comments right now, okay? So what I wanna see from everybody, whether you're watching live or the replay, type down below, I, and then your name, and then you're gonna say, I commit to implementing the social conversion formula in order to courageously lead my clients to a decision that will transform their lives. And then hashtag social conversion formula. Okay, everybody, let's see it right now. Let's see it right now down in the comments. Give me your commitment statement so that you show me that you are committed. You're showing yourself that you're committed, and you're showing all your other fellow challenge participants that you are committed as well. All right, so go ahead, comment down below. I want to see everybody's commitment statements down in the comments saying, I, your name, commit to implementing the social conversion formula in order to courageously lead my clients to a decision that will transform their lives. Hashtag social conversion formula, okay? So type that down below. And next, tomorrow, what we're gonna be doing is we are going to go over everything that you need to know in order to automate and scale, all right? This is where freedom comes in, okay? So now that you're generating clients, let's talk about how to remove ourselves from the day-to-day and be able to continue to scale our income without more time from us, all right? That's freedom. So do not miss out on tomorrow. You really don't wanna miss that. That's the game changer for most people, all right? So don't miss out. Tomorrow, we're going live at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern time, all right? Now, homework for today, all right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna create the skeleton of your social conversion system, okay? So what I want you to do is, by the way, I'm going to post this screenshot for you afterwards inside the group. So you will have this homework inside the group, all right? So first thing that I want you to do is please drop a text testimonial about the challenge so far in the comments. And that is me just asking for a small little something from you, small little favor from you, just some feedback on how the challenge has been going for you. Let me know what you think, all right? Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna give your high ticket offer a name, all right? What is the name of your high ticket offer? What is the name of your transformation? Give it a name and let us know what it is. All right, now next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna share what the name of your buyer magnet group is, okay? And you're gonna use my formula, which is written out right here, desired outcome or butterfly statement plus with your name, all right? So that's it, very simple. You'll just give your buyer magnet group a name, all right? Now, I want you to also share with us what lights you up to serve your clients, okay? It's very important that you have a big why you're doing this instead of just the money, all right? The money is great, don't get me wrong, but you've got to have more reasons than just that. So I want you to answer and share with everybody what lights you up to serve your clients, all right? And then a few more things. What are 1 to 3 qualities that make someone a perfect fit for you? Okay, so here you are starting to define a qualified lead for you. What are those 1 to 3 qualities that make someone a perfect fit for you? And then you're also going to list what are the 1 to 3 qualities that make somebody a wrong fit for you, okay? So again, you're starting to define what's an unqualified lead, okay? So this is the homework for today. Again, I will post the screenshot of this image for you inside the group afterward, so you'll have it. And be sure to complete your homework before tomorrow's session on Thursday, all right? So now we're gonna open it up for some Q&A. I'm gonna answer your questions. The training for today is over. And remember, tomorrow is automation to scale, okay? So we're gonna talk about how to get past 20K per month and get up to $50,000 to $100,000 per month. And we'll be talking about implementation offer walkthrough. So yeah, remember tomorrow we'll be talking about our implementation and done for you program, which you will love. It is going to change the game and take so much work off your plate. It is crazy. And we'll also be announcing the scholarship winner, all right? So be sure to join us tomorrow for that. If you want to win the scholarship, you've got to be present for tomorrow. All right. So make sure that you show up. And let's dive into some questions. Alrighty. So let's see here. We've got, okay, let me scroll up to see all the questions. We got a bunch. And feel free to continue to add, continue to add questions. Okay, so we've got Danielle. So, okay, cool. Daniel. Cool, we got a bunch of people. Okay, let's see. Needs to come to me so I can help you have the best relationship ever. Boom. Someone says your efforts and dedication to greatness paid off 10x. Nico, thank you. I appreciate that. All starts with a decision. Yeah, it does all start with a decision. Absolutely. Persistence, consistency, and value. Hell yeah, Mark. That's what I love to hear. Let's see here. On a mission to heal and help as many people as possible. Way to go, Chris. I love that. That makes a lot of sense based on what you're doing. Danielle says, yes, there is more than enough. There is so much more than enough. Absolutely agree with you. All right. So Mark says, yep, with Nico's plan, you surely will. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. We got so many people saying hashtag abundance, and we got my team down in the comments saying it's obvious with Nico. Yeah, you guys are so awesome. Thank you. Sana says Facebook is the easiest and fastest way to tap into that abundance. Oh, it certainly is. Let's see here. Imagination and feeling is the secret. It's true, Dwayne, big time. Let's see here. Okay. So question. Oh, this isn't a question. This is why not now? Yep. 4 years of pro bono transformations in power. Time to transition to a paid professional. Yep. It sure is. Which will empower me to help so many more achieve transformations. Right? Yeah, you can do a lot more free things once you have money coming in. Right? So I couldn't host this free challenge if I didn't have other clients who are paying me so that I could put this whole thing together for free, right? And that's a lot of times the case for you. You can actually do a lot more free things, and you can do a lot more giving when you are charging those high ticket prices. Not in a long game. Currently have a $6,500 offer. Okay, awesome. That's a high ticket one. Great, way to go, Chris. Mark says the cost of inaction. Yeah, the cost of inaction is honestly really huge, really huge. And that's actually one of the things, I think that's why I take so much action like every single day in a variety of different directions. I think that's one of the things that does it for me. It's like knowing the opportunity cost of what you could be making or what you could be generating or what you could be receiving. And I just have attached so much pain to not doing that and to not getting that I just like automatically am taking action consistently because I know how much I'm losing by not doing so. All right. So that's one mindset shift that I wanted to share. All right. Let's see if we got some questions. So let's see here. You used to tell people that I started. Okay. Authenticity rules. Thank you for doing this. I'm beyond appreciative. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. That means so much. Thank you. I'm glad that you're loving this. Okay. Mark says, how do we make our Facebook group image have a link? That is a great question. So you actually just, when you upload it, you just, the group image itself doesn't have a link embedded in it. When you upload your Facebook group profile or header, there's a place to just add text about the image. So it's just like adding any image on Facebook or Instagram. When you're adding that image, there's a place to put text, and kind of like have it be next to that image. That's what you do for the header image too. So we just have a button there, like we create that, it looks like a button, but it's not really a button. We just want them to open up the image so that they can see the text. And the text is where you put the link. Alrighty, so that's in the description. Yeah, actually Dwayne answered that for you. Cool, I just saw that. He says that's in the description of the image, yep. Facebook group sounds like a ton of additional work to upkeep, moderation, content, etc. It's really not. I would say it probably takes an hour or so a week. But also, if you want to make $20,000 a month, yeah, it's worth it. You got to put in a little work. Someone says my group is 126 people deep. It's not very engaging though. That is to say, I get little engagement from my efforts. Okay, well, what I recommend is you probably need to start utilizing a chat script and also have an offer ready to go. to sell these people, because some people may not know that you even have an offer. Okay. Mark says, do we get chat closing process as part of this? So you'll hear about that tomorrow, Mark. Someone says, I hope so. I want less hours of work, not more. Okay. Do you kick unqualified leads from the group after a chat conversation? No, I leave them in the group unless they have a bad attitude or they say something rude. Then yes, I'll just kick them out. But yeah, I mean, if they're not qualified, but there's nothing like wrong with them overall, then just leave them in. Yeah, no harm, no foul. Danielle says, yes, you want the best plans for you, and you are not the best coach for everyone. That's true. Some people will not jive with me, and some people will not jive with you. Bosma says, yes, that's true. Mostly high-tech sales are closed on a phone call. Yep. Warm traffic is much more important than cold traffic. Yep, absolutely. Let's see here. Getting warm traffic is the goal. Yep. All right. Buyer triggers. So Mark says, Q&A, can you give us some specific text for buyer triggers and chat closing script? So we'll talk more about that tomorrow, Mark. Life-changing achievement by Ali. Yeah, seriously, that was pretty big for her. I mean, she's still doing that. Okay. This is obviously different than call to action posts. I'll have to figure out how to employ this concept. I took screenshots today. Great. Yeah, I know if you're seeing this information for the very first time ever, it can feel like a lot, but I can absolutely guarantee you that this is the most streamlined process that you'll ever see. Yeah, okay, come to VIP. Nico will give you exact details and answer questions. Found the VIP time as impactful as the trainings or more. Thank you for that nice comment. And yeah, you should come to the VIP call tonight. They're much more free form and you get a lot out of those as well. All right, it's a beautiful new world and a brave new world. Yep, indeed. Okay, so let's see here. Need to be all in, absolutely. People are seeking to be mentored. It's so true. People are just looking people just want to be led. It is so true. Myself included. That's why I have coaches and mentors to fall back on. Okay, so we got Danielle saying her commitment statement. Love that. We got Mark saying his commitment statement. Awesome. Sean saying his commitment statement. Beautiful. Kevin saying his commitment statement. Dwayne saying his commitment statement. Costa saying his commitment statement. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. Y'all are so awesome. Okay, more commitment statements coming in. Awesome. Chris, thank you guys so much. All right, someone else says, thank you, Nico. This has been super informative. I truly believe we're all going to benefit from what you were teaching. Thank you so much. I'm really glad to hear that. Q&A, can you supply copy for our chat conversation process? So come tomorrow if you want to hear about that. So Sana says tomorrow, automation. Question, how do I win the scholarship? Haha. Okay, so in order to win the scholarship, really you just want to do the homework every night. Do the homework every night. That's a requirement, and post in the group. And you need to obviously submit an application on that thank you page or the registration page. And in other words, just be super vibrant. And yeah, just comment, show up to the lives, and that's what you can do. Mark again says, Mark, you really want those chat closing scripts. You really got to come tomorrow. Yeah, scholarship winner, make sure that you show up. Exactly. Chris says, does the FB group URL need to match the title of the group? No. You can customize it, but it really doesn't matter. So no. What time is the VIP? It's at 6 p.m. my time. So depending on what time zone you're in, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Dan says, how do we make our FB header link to our group? So yeah, that's a great question, Dan. You just go in, if you have one already, or if you have a header image already, if you just click on it as yourself, then just click on the image and it'll kind of like open up, and there'll be a place to edit it. It'll just say edit, and that'll allow you to add text there. So you just paste the link there, okay? Let's see, Chris says the VIP session is midnight here in England and well worth pulling a late shift. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, someone says, I don't have an FB group. Did you do a training on starting that? No. You can just start it. Let's see. Danielle says, this is super helpful. Thank you. I'm super happy to hear that, Danielle. Costas, can someone please add someone from my team? Oh yeah, Sana says she'll add you into the group. Okay. Sessions are during my work hours. I cannot attend live meetings. Well, sorry, it's not going to work for everyone. Let's see. Be super vibrant and active to win the scholarship. Yep, that's true. Dwayne says 2 a.m. for me. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Chris says, where do you want the testimonial posted? So just with your homework, anywhere in the group. Yeah, just along with your homework. That would be fantastic. I would really appreciate that. Dan says, thank you, Nico. Alrighty. Thank you, like literally everyone for being here. It's been such a pleasure and a joy, and it's been super fun. So if you have any more questions, please post them right now, because we're finished with today's session. And yeah, a couple quick reminders. Again, I'm gonna post the homework later on. And let's see here. As a member of the VIP, I've discovered that I cannot attend because they occur during my work hours. Are there replays? No, there's not replays on that. So sorry about that. And yeah, if it's during your work hours, then sorry, we got people all around the world. We're just had to choose one time, and it may not work for everyone. Chris says, another great training. Thank you. You're very welcome, Chris. Dwayne says, thank you again. You're very welcome. Alrighty, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure, and make sure again to tune in for the VIP session. Tonight is the last one, so make sure that you're there if you can attend. Otherwise, next session is going to be Thursday, tomorrow, same time. All right. You definitely want to be in attendance for tomorrow, because I'm going to show you exactly how to scale past 20K and actually hit those $50,000 to $100,000 per month. And we'll be announcing the scholarship winner, and we'll be announcing the Done For You program. So it's a busy day tomorrow. You definitely want to be there. All right. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much. And we will end the broadcast. I'll be posting the homework in the group shortly. So look forward to reading your guys' responses and your homework, and we'll chat with you soon.